Hi everyone, welcome to my Week 11 NFL picks, and we kick it off on Thursday night with an AFC South divisional battle. The first place Colts travel to the second place Titans. In this one, we're pitting off the Titans coming off a loss to the Jaguars after they lost their starting quarterback Jake Locker for this season to a Lis Frank fracture, while the Colts come off a humiliating loss to the St. Louis Rams. I expect the Colts to bounce back and cover the 3 points that the Vegas line has set at. And I really expect this one not to be close. I don't have a lot of confidence in Ryan Fitzpatrick to keep this game close. The passing game for the Titans wasn't strong to start with, and it got a whole lot worse with Ryan Fitzpatrick starting. That means that the Titans' best chance of winning this game is getting Chris Johnson the ball and hoping he controls the clock and eats up some yards on the ground. I don't see that happening, so Colts -3. Moving on for this Sunday, the 1 p.m. starts. The Jets go to Buffalo, take on the Bills. Jets really good at home, not so great on the road, so I say take the Bills, lay the 1.5 points. I think that you see Mario Williams have another big game, and that slows down the Geno Smith attack. Next game, Ravens and Bears. Ravens coming off an overtime win against the Bengals. Bears coming off a 2-point loss to the Lions. I'm going to take the points in this one, go with the Ravens. I'm not betting on the Bears quarterback situation. You have a banged up Jake Cutler, and Josh McCown is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. So take the Rams and Joe Flacco. Next game, Bengals and Browns. Browns traveled to Cincinnati for the Battle of Ohio. I'm going to take them, take the 5.5 points. I think that Jason Campbell keeps this one close. I think it's a field goal game in two evenly matched teams. I think that you're still seeing the Bengals are not the same team without Geno Atkins. They don't get the same interior pressure that they used to have. It really affects their defense. So take the Browns to keep it close. Next game, Raiders and Texans. Raiders on the road following a 4-point loss to the Giants. Go to Houston, where the Texans come off a field goal loss to the Cardinals. I say take the points, take the Raiders. I think that their Texans are going to have trouble slowing down Terrell Pryor, who has done much better against 3-4 teams than he has against 4-3 teams. I think that you have a beaten up Texans team. The defense just isn't the same. They're breaking in new safety after the release of Ed Reed, whereas the Raiders will be getting back Darren McFadden, which should help their offense. He's been one of their go-to guys despite not getting the same yards he used to a couple seasons ago. Raiders +7. Next game, Cardinals and Jaguars, both coming off wins, though I don't expect the Jags to win again, so take the Cards -7. I don't trust the Jaguars, who could be without their best defensive player, Paul Posluszny. Next game, Redskins and Eagles. In Week 1 Monday Night Football, the Eagles destroyed the Redskins, and the Redskins have not really improved much. So I say Eagles -3. Yes, RG3 looks better, but that defense is horrific, so that's why I'm going with the Eagles and the hot quarterback, Nick Foles. Next game, Lions, 1.5 favorites on the road going to Pittsburgh. I say lay the points. The Steelers are not a good football team. Yes, they blew out Buffalo, but they don't have an answer for Calvin Johnson. They've aged a lot up front on that D-line. Troy Polamalu is he's just a player that's guessing out there, does not have the athletic ability anymore to make the big plays. On offense, it's a poor offensive line, which isn't helping Le'Veon Bell, who is a good running back, but not really running behind a great line. And then it's just Antonio Brown and Heath Miller, Ben Roethlisberger's only consistent options. So Lions -1.5. Next game, Chargers and Dolphins. You can't bet on the Dolphins mess with no left side of the offensive line. Chargers +2. I think they win this one outright behind Ryan Matthews and Phillip Rivers. Next game, 49ers and Saints. This is likely the game of Week 11. But being in New Orleans, I think this is going to be a Saints blowout coming off a 40 first down game and a blowout win over the Cowboys. I just don't see Colin Kaepernick doing well against this team. He hasn't played well against high-level teams. His best performance this year came against the Packers, whose defense is not great. So Saints -3. I think they could win this one by at least a touchdown. I just don't think that the 49ers have enough offensive weapons to keep this one close. And what I expect to be a game where you have to score at least 35 to win. Next game, Vikings and Seahawks. Who really knows who's starting at quarterback for the Vikings? It might be Christian Ponder, it might be Matt Castle, it might be Josh Freeman. None of the three are good options. So I'm going with Seattle, who is an impossible team to play at home, or at least a very difficult team to play at home, with the 12th man, minus 13.5. I think that Marshawn Lynch is going to run all over the Vikings front. This is a matchup of two of the best running backs in the NFL, so it should be fun to watch. Next game, Packers and Giants. The Packers are continuing on the downhill, starting Scott Tolzien, and if you don't recognize the name, neither do I. I didn't recognize that he played for the Wisconsin Badgers, was never a great college quarterback in the Big Ten, so I wouldn't expect him to be doing great against a team that's trending upwards, and the New York Giants, who are looking for their 4th straight win this week. I say lay the points, minus 6 Giants. Next game, you have the battle for the AFC West, in another game that should be one of the better ones. Chiefs going to Denver. Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning banged up, but expected to play, and yeah, I would say that's about a 100% bet he plays. But I'm going to take the points, Chiefs plus 8.5. I think that defense is what gives Peyton Manning problems. You have two elite pass rushers in Tom Haley and Justin Houston, and a 3-4, which is always given Manning trouble. Dontari Poe anchors that in the middle. Very good team. Also on the outside, you got big physical corners that should match up well with Eric Decker and Demaryius Thomas. So I'm going to take the 8.5 points. I think this one comes down to a field goal. And in our Monday night game, we have the Patriots going to Carolina. The Panthers have won 6 straight after starting 0-2. However, I think that win streak ends as I take the Pats plus 2 points. I just don't think they faced a great quarterback in that win streak. I really think that you're getting a week of rest for the Patriots coming off a bye, which means a week of health for Gronkowski and Amendola. You get your running back, Shane Vereen, who broke his hand the first week of the season. So I think you're going to see a lot of weapons for the Patriots, a lot of weapons for Tom Brady, who's getting that hand healthier. Patriots plus 2. Those are my picks this week. Hope you enjoy them all. Thanks for watching.